Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? This is your girl Janine with Symphony Reads. How's everyone doing this morning? It's about 8:40 here in the DMV area. I'm in Maryland, and I have not ventured outside yet for my walk. I am cuddled up on my couch, um, just catching up on some stuff and I actually got up pretty early this morning around, I think it was like 3 o'clock this morning, and it, I woke up very emotional. So um, I just felt like it was that time to, go to the throne and, you know, get prayer, do prayer, and, kind of come to grips with what's happening. And yeah, and then I, started working on some other things after that. And so now I'm here. Um, I wanted to stay true to what we do or what we're doing this year. And that's the positive. So, and I'm going to tell you, this one I found to it just took me to a lot of different places, but it's so true. I'm trying to put the book where I can. There we go. But it's so true in how we see ourselves and how we think others see ourselves and how we believe God sees us. And there are a lot of sides to that. Um, So I had a lot of things going on in my brain. And as we do these exercises, it's not just for you. This is for me too, um, and it's helping me get out of whatever I'm in and flooding my brain with positives. It's the purpose for this really for me is to get out of that negative frame of space and to see a positive and relate it if I can, to my faith, and really see how God can use whatever the information is to talk to me and to get me to understand certain things and certain truths and to stop seeing in the negative so much and being hard on myself. And the cat, yeah, she does she have to go there? I'm sorry. As you see, it's Martin Luther King. We observe it today, so everyone is home. So you may see people going back and forth. Um, but I tried to put the twins downstairs. So anyway, and just so that's the purpose. It's just to feed our souls something positive, and as you feed it, I call it flooding my soul, my mind with something positive, and it allows me to focus on something positive. It allows me to focus on truths that I know to be true. And sometimes just when we're going through, we tend to forget sometimes. And I just see it as beautiful reminders. So as always, look us up on Facebook. We're at Symphony Reads Ministry. Um, you can look us up there and just kind of see what we're about, what we're doing, and just some of the great things that we have. And like us, love us, leave a comment. If you would like to email us, have questions, um, I'm more than happy to do a question answer session. You know, um, if that's warranted, if that's what, you guys like. And that way we can answer your questions. Please leave us an email. Symphony Reads with an S at gmail.com. That is Symphony Reads, all one, with an S at gmail.com. Um, I won't get better with the number, but if you look on Facebook, we do have a number. It's a 240 number. Um, I don't know why I can't remember the number right now, but we do have a number. You can always call us. We'd love to talk with you. If we don't answer, we do try to answer within 24 hours of receiving the message. Um, so you can call us as well. But let's jump right on in to what is the positive thinking, motivation, or inspiration for today. And today is January 20th, and it's about worthiness is a choice. Wow. It says you are worthy, more worthy than you will ever understand, but the only one who can ultimately determine that reality is you. Now, I can't speak for other people, but I have battled with self-worth and feeling like I'm worthy, of just the very life that I have. And some of my conversations with the Lord is, God, did I lose my worthiness? What makes me worthy? Because I have just screwed up so much. What makes me worthy? Am I even still worthy? I mean, all of these thoughts, come into my mind, like I'm at the bottom of the barrel. This is just my mind thought. So, how can I be worthy? And what I see here, it talks about you're worthy. And the only person that can determine that worthiness is you, me. People are going to say what they say about you, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And that's their thought patterns. That's what they choose to believe. And it could be from a moment encounter or a life encounter. People will have what they want to say about you. And we shouldn't determine if we're worthy based off of someone else finding us worthy, is how I'm choosing to take that. We have to find the worth within ourselves. And for me, not just finding that worth in myself, but, you know, where does God see me in that? Because if anybody, I, any, if I worry about that, it's with God more than anybody else. Like, how am I worthy? I've made so many mistakes. I'm like a lost person, and sometimes I feel like I'm just lost in a way that I almost sometimes feel like I'm just not. I cannot be helped. I cannot be found. These are my thoughts. Be kind. Don't be cruel. So, but these are my thoughts, and it's that internal struggle that I have every day, and especially when things are just not going well. And in thinking about this, I was reminded of something, and I don't know if it'll help you, but it has definitely helped me understand worthiness and how I'm still worthy, not by the standards of this world, and not necessarily by my own standards of, of worthiness, but I believe that I am still worthy by God's standards. Because let's just call it what it is. We all, every last person has fallen short. I'm not saying today, yesterday, whatever. We've all fallen short. And I mean, if you know, we've all had a good day, bad day, whatever day, but we've all fallen short, you know. And yet, we all are forgiven if we choose to believe. And what came to my mind was the parable of the lost sheep. You can find it in Matthew, um, chapter 18, verses, start at 10, I believe, 8 or 10. I'm thinking more is 10. And you can also find it in Luke too. But I I was reminded with the one in Matthew. I mean, and that's the one I pretty much read and came to what I'm coming to now. So when I read this, and I'm gonna read this because I think I can read it where it's not gonna take like a long time. So we're gonna start at 10, and let me pull this up. I got it. I read from the New King James Version. Let me, I have Bible Gateway. There we go. I try to keep it on my thing. And there you go. Okay. I'm not crazy. And let's go to Matthew. Okay. Here we go. And we're going to scroll down here. 10. Okay. Sorry, I'm right-handed, so sometimes I have to switch just so I can use my hand. It says, "Take heed that you do not despise one of these little ones. For I say to you that in heaven their angels always see the face of my Father who is in heaven. For the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost. What do you think? If a man has 100 sheep and one of them goes astray, does he not leave the 99 and go to the mountains to seek the one that is straying? And if he should find it, assuredly I say to you, he rejoices more over that sheep than over the 99 that did not go astray. Even so, it is not the will of your Father who is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish." That's deep to me because when I think of worthiness, even in a lost state, God finds us worthy enough to go find us. Everything that's happening or going on in my life, you know, it's you know, I feel like I'm in just that lost state. And I believe God is telling me, you know what, Janine, I get where you're coming from. You know, you feel like you're in that lost state, but don't you know, even in that strain, you strayed away. I get that. I see that. But don't you know I would leave 99 to come get you? Don't you know God would leave the 99 to come get you? If that's not speaking to how God sees us, I don't know. And I think, when we're lost, we don't feel worthy. We don't feel like no one should come get us and seek us and find us and be happy that they found us, you know. And God says that He will come get us. The one that is straying, the one that is lost, the one that is not perfect, the one who's done who knows what wrong. He worries about that one. And it says that it is not his will. It is not God's will that even one of the lost little ones, whatever the strain should perish. That's not his will. That's how God sees me. That lets me know, no matter how I'm feeling, that I'm worthy and that He loves me. And even in, dealing, and that doesn't mean I have nothing to fix in my life or nothing to do in my life or that I just stay where I'm at in my life. But that just lets me know that I'm worth the find. I'm worth the search. And I don't know if you feel the way I do. I have no idea. But God is saying you are worth the find. You are worth the search. I will leave 99 to come get you. That's a deep one. And I'm blessed. And I'm blessed that I found that and that God has made that connection in such a way to me. And I'm thankful. And I'm truly, truly thankful. So that's, and again, that was Matthew, the 18th chapter. Let me just make sure because I will put stuff. Yeah, Matthew 18. And now I read from verses 10 to 14. And like I said, you can also find it in Luke, I believe the 15th chapter. And it also talks about the parable of the lost sheep. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you were blessed. I'm blessed. I'm going to actually get my lazy butt up and I'm going to see exactly how cold it is outside and bundle up and I'm going to go take that walk to get my exercise in, to fill my lungs and, just meditate on what we just discussed today. I think I need that, and I think it puts some things into perspective for me, and I pray that it has put some things into perspective for you too. So I will see you tomorrow for day 21. It's also Tuesday. I hope you have a blessed day, however you choose to do your day. If it was a work day, I just hope it went well or is going to go well for you. If it's a rest day from work, then I hope you're resting and, really replenishing. And always, always know that God is speaking to you. You just have to really listen and understand that it doesn't always come in the same form that it may have came the last time. You always hear that the devil used people, places, and things. God used people, places, and things. So just as I sat here and read something and it put it a perspection there, God was speaking to me and led me to an understanding. You could be on the phone with a friend. God can use that person to say something in such a way that it really hits you where you can receive it. You can be walking and the same thing can happen. Whatever. People, places, and things. God can use those things to talk to you as well. So be blessed. Don't be stressed. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace and blessings to you all. Bye bye.